in the heart of the Caribbean under the searing suns of Port of Spain in April 1989. Gus Logie crafted a gem of an innings that would be etched in the golden pages of West Indies cricket history. It was the third test against India, and the surface had demons. Dust puffed up with every turn, spinners licking their lips early into the match, but where others faltered, Logie stood tall. When the West Indies needed stability, Logie exhibited a near-flawless blend of patience, technique and temperament. His 87 runs were not just a number on the board, they were a statement. Consuming 179 deliveries over 248 minutes, Gus Logie soaked up with the pressure like a seasoned pro, showcasing his trademark back foot punches and subtle wrist work against spin. The 7 boundaries he struck was each a master stroke, threading gaps with precision rather than power. As we revisit the glorious days of Caribbean cricket, Gus Logie 87 at Port of Spain stands as a reminder of the grit and grace that once defined West Indies batting: stylish, steady and unshakable, strong under pressure. Relive the rhythms of the island and cherish this classic from a true son of the West Indies cricket.
Augustine Logie is the local boy from Port of Spain, Trinidad player. Very useful cricketer he's become. Faces Shastri now. Oh, lovely shot. Actually it was wide. It cried out to be hit through the offside, but he tugged it back over the top. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Gus is about 5'4". Did well to clear a 6'4" Ravi there. He made a lot of ground upwards. But the power of that ball, look at that, 3 bounces into the ropes, 75 yards away. Full count.
That's high and that's safe. Over mid-off. It's a very confident display by West Indies. Have to keep repeating that the pitch is turning, the sort of pitch you wouldn't mind bowling on at all, especially with 3 spinners in the side. So West Indies will be very pleased indeed to be forging ahead so well. Short arm jab. The ball was short, and Logie's a very neat mover around the crease. No backlift at all. Little jab through mid-wicket for 4. 175 for 4. It's gone fine. Swept it away. It'll be a long run for the man, a deep backward square. That's Hirwani.
Goes for 4.
In desperation, back to seam, Kapil Dev. And that's short, and that's swung away by Logie. Lovely shot, plays that well, the cut shot. There's no great bounce in this pitch, but Logie's a short man, Peter said, and he's down there with it, so to speak. That's 1, 2, 3 bounces, and that's 4 runs as well. All these West Indies batsmen have used their feet to get down the pitch. It's very distracting for a bowler, hard for a bowler to keep his regular.
Really, I think that West Indies are going to have some problems here now with the ball really starting to turn.
Fine shot by Logie, and Logie reaches his 50, and his home crowd give him a splendid reception. No great stylist, but a very effective, good Ayub. And again, he's cracked it. Lovely mixture of defense and attack from Gus Logie. And India quite demoralized now. To Jeffrey Dujon. So that's the card at the end of the first day. Very good batting by Desmond Haynes, and also by Gus Logie, who's still there. India will be very disappointed to have removed only 5 West Indian batsmen, having won the toss, and put them into bat. 237 for 5. And that's a typical Logie shot. It's tucked in right behind it, and the quick, wristy stroke off the back foot. 3 runs to Gus Logie. Absolutely vital for India that they prize out these last batsmen. Gus Logie. Again, that chopping cut shot which goes just in front of square on the offside. Shastri the fielder. A couple more runs to Gus Logie. India must feel quite depressed about the West Indies total growing now. Well, it's bat and pad, but dropped short of the square leg fielder, short square leg.
Great credit to Robin Singh at short square leg here. He's staying forward. I mean, he's taken so much punishment there. You think he'd be on the back foot, but no, he had enough left in him to dive forward for that.
Kapil Dev. It's a shy by Arun Lal, and that might have been close. I think Gus Logie was coasting away down there. At least Arun Lal thinks it was close.
And Ambrose not backing up very fast, hence the danger end. Left Logie a bit exposed. He wasn't sure his partner was running. It wasn't a 294 for 8, 117 overs.
Leg spinner and found the edge.
And this turned appreciably. 3 bat widths. And Logie, if he hadn't been in such a good position, would have missed that comprehensively. But as it is, he got right out to the pitch of the ball and paid the penalty. But a standing ovation for what's been a marvellous innings by the lad from Port of Spain. And he's really turned out to be, if you like, the new Larry Gomes of the West Indies side, always holding it together in the middle of the order.
From Haynes and Logie, and quite a few people chipping in along the way. There were 19 extras, 314 I think is well beyond their wildest dreams, West Indies.
This was not flamboyant Caribbean flair, it was a mired, mature, match-defining knock. On a surface where turn was king and shot selection became a matter of survivals. Logie's inning was a beacon of composures. He nullified India's spin threat, rotated the strike smartly, and held one end up while others built around him. His innings laid the foundation for the dominant West Indies total in the first inning, placing India on the back foot right from the start. The host eventually went on to register a crushing 217 runs victory, and it was Logie's brilliant knock that set the tone. In a team filled with firepower, it was the quiet soldier who led the charge in his test match. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Gus Logie was a vital figure in the West Indies cricket during the 1980s and early 1990s, a period that symbolized the peak of Caribbean dominance in world cricket. Born on September 28, 1960 in Trinidad, Gus Logie was not the towering, flamboyant batsman like some of his illustrious teammates, but he carved his niche as a compact, technically assured middle-order batsman with a calm temperament and sharp cricketing intellect. Logie made his test debut for the West Indies against India in 1983. Over the course of his test career, he played in 52 matches, amassing 2,470 runs at an average of 35.79. He registered 2 centuries and 16 half centuries with the highest score of 130. Though not known for explosive batting, but his runs often came in tough conditions and under pressure, especially when the West Indies needed stability in the middle order. His ability to adapt and anchor the innings made him a reliable presence in a star-studded lineup. Beyond his contribution with the bat, Logie was also widely recognized as one of the finest fielders of his time. Agile, alert and fearless, he patrolled the inner ring with energy and precision. He took 57 catches in his test career, many of them sharp chances at point or in the covers region, where his athleticism turned half chances into wickets. After hanging up his boots, Logie continued to serve the game as a coach, notably guiding the West Indies to victory in the 2004 ICC Champions Trophy, whether on the field with the bat in hand or the sidelines. With a tactical mind, Gus Logie remains one of the understated yet deeply respected contributors to West Indies cricket's rich legacy.